the book A Life Everlasting, author Sarah Gray tells of her devastating story of when she found out that one of her unborn twins would be born with anencephaly, a terminal condition where the skull never fully develops and the fetus's brain dissolves in the amniotic fluid. In their tragedy, they're confronted with the decision of whether or not to donate their son's organs. She points out that in many cases, the decision to donate is made by devastating families on the worst day of their lives. Today, I want to encourage you to stipulate that in the event of your death, you wish to have your organs donated. There are thousands in need of organs that can only be provided by generous donors who took an extra step to save a life. Not only will I show you how great the need for organ donors really is, I will also tell you exactly where to go so that you can add your name to the registry right away. Organ donation is a subject not typically discussed until you're confronted with the issue. In 2007, my husband's uncle died awaiting a kidney transplant. In fact, 22 people die each day in the U.S. alone waiting for an organ transplant. That's over 8,000 deaths each year. There are an average of over 120,000 people at any given time on the waiting list for an organ transplant, according to organdonor.gov. And one new person is added to that list every 10 minutes. Their surveys show that 95% of American adults are in favor of organ donation. However, only 48% of them are actually registered donors. This needs to change. Don't put this off till tomorrow, as tomorrow is never guaranteed. We need everyone to register as an organ donor now. The best solution for the low number of participants would be to simply change the system. Laura Eggendorf, in her book, Organ Donation, suggests a system of presumed consent where everyone is considered a potential donor unless they opt out. She tells how Spain's donations have doubled since they introduced this system in 1990. However, the best solution is not always the simplest. So what else can be done? Well, you can be part of the solution. If every American in favor of organ donation took just a few moments to add their name to the National Registry, this could have a wonderful result. Today, I want to urge you to add your name to the National Organ Donor Registry. Second, be sure to tell your loved ones of your decision so that they can uphold your wishes in the event of your passing. And third, encourage those around you to follow your lead in saving lives and get themselves registered. When we begin to increase the number of organ donors, then we can begin to chop down the numbers on the waiting list. There are many excuses why people hesitate to register as an organ donor. Some believe that they're too old. Many are unsure whether it's acceptable within their religion, and others just are unsure how needed their organs really are. Dr. Jeffrey Veal points out in an article of Healthy Years how a good liver from a 70-year-old can give someone else 20 years or more of life. In fact, Barbara York tells us in her study, Every Organ, Every Time, how 18 lung donors between 1998 and 2010 were over the age of 71. Organ donation is widely supported by most religions and is actually considered the ultimate selfless act of charity and love. Organdonor.gov tells us how one organ donor can save up to 8 lives: a heart, 2 kidneys, 2 lungs, a pancreas, a liver, and intestines. Without more donors, 22 people will continue to die every day. That's 22 uncles, mothers, siblings. That's 22 children who will die waiting for an organ that's buried with a non-donor. What I'm saying, dear brothers and sisters, is that our physical bodies cannot inherit the kingdom of God. 1 Corinthians 15:50. Make the decision today to save lives. Make the decision to be an organ donor. There are a couple ways that you can sign up to be an organ donor. You can do so in person at your local Department of Public Safety, or you can do so online. In an interview with the local DPS director, Danette Hines, she informed me that you can only sign up at the DPS when applying for an original or duplicate driver's license or ID card, or when renewing your driver's license. All other times you need to do so online. In Texas, go to www.donatelifetexas.org or visit organdonor.gov to be directed to your state's local organ donation registry. If in my passing I can help one mother hold on to her child for just a few more years in donating my organs will be the ultimate purpose in my life. That's why #I'm a donor. Are you?